we go. You will do it. Take. Okay. This is the first yoga YouTube live video, but it's not live because I couldn't stream it live through the mobile device. It said mobile device, it's a cell phone. You have to have 1,000 subscribers before you can stream anything live through your mobile device. So I'm going to have to record it this way. I already started at 5:30 this morning and did it, but the problem was I deleted the video. So I'm going to have to do another 30-minute yoga routine. And what I'm going to do is do a morning yoga routine every morning at 5:30 to 6. And I'm going to do that for the month of June, but I'm going to go for the entire year. So I'm going to do June 1st, 2019 to June 1st, 2020. And it might change. I might do, after June, to find out where I'm at, I might go to 15 minutes at 5:30 or starting at 5, so 5 to 5:15 or 5:30 to 5:45, or I might go a whole hour. It just depends where everything goes. I'm not sure. I don't know who's going to watch this. I have no expectations. I don't really know where it's going to go. But I am going to do it every morning at 5:30 or maybe 5, depending on what happens. Now, I am here with Olivia, my video editor, and we're using her cell phone until I get a camera myself. Say hi, Olivia.
Hi.
And I'm here with Mia. You want to come? Well, they're twins, so if you saw Olivia, you saw Amelia. No, they're not identical twins. You don't have to get into video. This is going to be my yoga studio. As you can see, the floor is not done yet. The picture's not on the wall. The paint's not on the wall. What's that? Yeah, you can go ahead. Come back in like 20 minutes, okay? She already helped out at 5:30 this morning. So, two things I want to point out regarding yoga, or at least regarding these routines that I'm going to do every morning. The first thing is, in yoga, you want to make sure your awareness is focused on your breathing. See, in yoga, the breathing is the link that allows the mind and body to become one. And when the mind and body are one, then that's yoga. So whether you're doing a yoga routine, whether you're washing dishes, washing the car, vacuuming, whatever you're doing, if your mind and body are connected as one, then you're doing yoga. That is yoga. And the second thing I want to point out is that you need to go to your physical level and your mental level. So, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're thinking you're doing the pose perfectly or not, it doesn't matter. If your mind and body is connected, then you're doing yoga. So that goes to what you're learning on the mat is acceptance. Just accept where you are physically, accept where you are mentally, and these are qualities we take off the mat. We take off non-judgment, we take off acceptance, and we apply those in everyday life. And that's what you're learning on the mat. So, what we're going to do is begin. Let me see what time it is so I can make sure I stay within 30 minutes, or maybe a minute or two more or less. So, your feet are shoulder width apart, your knees are slightly bent, and we're just going to go to mountain pose. And we're going to begin with 2 sun salutations. Remember just to focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And when you inhale, you're going to swell the belly up first with air. You're going to bring in more air, expand the chest, bring in more air, fill the throat. And when you exhale from the throat, the chest goes in, the belly goes in. Now you're going to bring the palms together, thumbs go to the heart center, push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly, and then you're going to exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back, and you're just going to go into the ragdoll. So the arms are dangling, the head is dangling. My head's not dangling really because I have a hat on and I don't want it to fall off. For now, I'll take it off maybe in a little bit. And just focus on the breathing, think of nothing else but the breathing. And now you bring the left leg back into a low lunge. The low lunge, the top of the foot's to the floor, the knees to the floor. You can use your fingers to bring you up. Modify the pose how you have to, or your palms. And just focus on the breathing. And what you're doing in the low lunge, the hips are square and you're pushing diagonally. Just slightly. Again, just focus on the breathing. Now, think of the back foot. You're going to curl the toes under, bring the knee up. That's the high lunge. You're going to settle in the high lunge. Once you're settled in the high lunge, then you're going to go in the downward dog. The downward dog, you're going to push just slightly. Arms are straight, legs are straight, heels are into the floor. The head is dangling. Again, my head's not really dangling because I have the hat on. Well, actually, my head is dangling. Head's not falling off yet. So arms are straight, legs are straight, heels are into the floor, or towards the floor. Then you're just focusing on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Now you're going to slide into the upper dog. It's the strength transition. So you're going to drop down to the knees and the chest. And you're going to slide up. And then with the upper dog, tops of the feet are to the floor. Your legs may be touching, but if they are, there's no pressure on the legs. And modify how you have to. If you need to go down to the small cobra, just go down to the small cobra. No pressure on the hands. And the chest is on the floor. That's the modification, or one of the modifications. And again, you're pulling up. So with the back muscles, it's a pull. They're pull muscles. So you're pulling up. You're not pushing up. Or just go into hands and knees and arch the back. Or just modify how you have to. Back into the upper dog. And now you're going to go into the downward dog. Again, you're pushing in the downward dog. You're not pushing too much. You're just going to your level. I need to fix my shirt. I don't want my shirt to go up. Arms are straight. Legs are straight. Heels are to the floor. Head is dangling. And then you're going to bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. So the low lunge, the foot's to the floor, top of the foot's to the floor. Again, you're pushing just slightly. You can go up with your fingers or down, whatever you like to do, whatever's comfortable. Again, remember, if the mind and body's connecting, no matter how you look, you're doing yoga. No matter what activity you're doing yoga. That oneness is yoga. And that oneness is what we're learning on the mat. And that's what you're going to take off the mat. Now with the back foot, you're going to curl the toes under, knee goes off the floor. And once you're settled in the high lunge, you're going to go into the standing forward bend. The standing forward bend, palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, and you're pulling yourself in. Forehead's going to the knees. Now I have to take off my hat. And then with this pose, when you inhale, the belly swells with air. That means you're being pushed out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. Then when you exhale, you're going to pull yourself in slightly because the belly goes in, so you're going to go in. Just be aware of that movement. And then palms together, reach out, up and back. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out. And again, inhale, exhale, hinge forward. Pull yourself in and down. Modify it how you have to. Don't do anything you don't feel like doing or you don't want to do. Again, the mind and body is connecting. If it's connecting, or if they're connecting, you're doing yoga. They're becoming one. And the link is focusing on the breathing. And we'll talk about pran and pranayama and stuff. Right leg goes back into a low lunge. Put on my hat. Top of the foot to the floor. Just do the best you can. Focus on the breathing. I'm well aware that technically this is not perfect today. It's the first yoga session that I'm trying out. So curl the toes under with the back foot. Bring the knee up. Set on the high lunge. Then you're going to go into downward dog, pushing into it. Arms straight, legs are straight, heels are into the floor or towards the floor. You're pushing, but not too much. Just go to your level. And your awareness is on the breathing. Head is dangling. If anything's too much, don't do it. This is another thing you're learning on the mat. It's your level, what you can do, and just accept it. It's okay. It's okay. Just like this yoga session, it's okay. My so-called yoga studio, you're going to drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up in the upper dog, just like my yoga studio. It's not complete. Not complete at all. But I told myself I'm going to do it. 5:30. And I did it. Didn't work out. Now it's 7:30. Modify it how you have to. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. Now you're going to bring the right foot is up between the hands, low lunge, top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. And you're pushing just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. We'll do standing poses down the line. We'll do other poses. Back foot, curl the toes under, bring the knee up, settle on the high lunge, so you settle before you move into the next pose. And now you're going to go into standing forward bend, pull yourself down, and in, let yourself breathe. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale, turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. There's two sun salutations, then you're going to go into mountain pose. Focus on the breathing, think of nothing else but the breathing. Now, a lot of times I do standing poses at that point, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to go down to easy pose, and I usually have my my pillow, but I can't find my pillow. It's in my bedroom, and my wife is still sleeping, and I don't want to wake her up. So we're just going to go to easy pose. Back is going straight. Hands are to your knees or in your lap. And awareness goes to the breathing. So you're going to focus on the belly. The belly's going up and down or in and out. And you're just going to watch yourself breathe. You're not controlling, you're letting control go. You just watch it. Don't control the breathing, just watch it. And that takes time to get. Or you're going to focus right on the tip of your nose. The air goes in, the air goes out. Just focus there. And with the breathing, that's where the prawn rides in on the breath, the life energy. That's what keeps us all alive, the energy. Life energy. Now you're going to tilt the head to the right, the right ear goes to the right shoulder, left shoulder goes down, back stays straight. Awareness stays on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And when you focus on the breathing, you can feel the left side, the stretch in the left side. You're aware of that. But you're focused on the breathing. Then bring the head to center, tilt the head to the left ear is to the left shoulder, back stays straight, right shoulder stays down. Focus on the breathing, aware of the right side of the neck, feeling the stretch, aware of the stretch. Bring the head to center. Then you can tilt the head back. You're not pushing the head back. You're not jarring the head back. You're reaching up. Let the head drop back. Again, you're just pushing slightly. Not trying to be somewhere. Just accept where you are. Don't try to be where you think you should be. Just go where you can go. Acceptance. That's what we're learning. Acceptance. Non-judgment. Once you learn these qualities on the mat, you take that off the mat, apply them in the real world or the everyday grind. Now you're going to bring the chin down to the chest, keep the back straight, and life gets a lot easier, or seemingly easier. Bring the head center. Then you're going to do neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around as the head drops down and goes around. You're exhaling as the head goes up and back. You're inhaling. Make sure the body is following the breathing. I also have a mic, Bluetooth mic, but I haven't, well, I didn't hook it up yet. I had to get this first yoga video out of the way. Promised myself. I even told myself, when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And here's Olivia. Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
I'm almost done. You can come back in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Then my head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. You're going to do trunk rotations, drop it down to the right, down and around. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. A lot of people start, a lot of instructors start with the easy pose or the lotus pose. This is the easy pose, it's the modification to the lotus pose. I can't do the lotus pose. I used to when I was a kid. I could probably do it if I practiced. Not probably, I could actually. But for me, I like to begin or start with the standing poses, especially sun salutations. And then when you go to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down, inhale as you go up. And then when you go to the top, you're going to bring yourself to center. Now we're going to do the half spinal twists. Left hand is on the right knee, right arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Think of the spine, you're pulling yourself straight up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor instead of the back. Arm is straight, it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and your awareness or your focus is on the breathing. And you're going to let yourself breathe. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air. Let yourself be pushed out. And then when you exhale, the belly goes in. Let yourself go into the pose. It's a very subtle movement. Just be aware of the movement. Make sure the head is twisting. And then you're going to release, go back to center. Now you can do the other side. Right hand's on the left knee. Left arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Think of the spine. Pull yourself up. Then twist. Palm goes to the floor instead of the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. Let yourself breathe. Inhaling, the belly swells with air. Exhale, the belly goes in. So let yourself go into the pose a little bit more. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Olivia probably did 3 minutes on the dot. Did you, Olivia? You do 3 minutes right on the dot?
On accident.
Olivia is a good video editor. We're using her phone. And then go ahead and release. Bring yourself to center. Back is straight. Think of nothing else but the breathing. the seal. So you're going to reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand. You're going to lean forward. You're going to bring the forehead down towards the floor, to the floor. I usually have my pillow allows me to place my head to the floor. But as long as your mind and body is connecting, you're doing yoga. Always remember that. Don't try to be somewhere. Don't judge yourself. Just accept it. It's okay. It's okay. And here we're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses and the deep relaxation that we're focusing on when we were in the easy pose. Well, actually, we didn't really do the deep relaxation. You're going to keep the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. And then you're going to bring yourself up. And here's Amelia. Hi, Amelia. Told me not to say nothing. You want to say hi to the camera? No. Now we're just going to stay here just a little bit longer. Focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Again, you're going to focus on the belly, going in and out. Not going to control the breathing, just watching it. And we didn't do the deep relaxation. I said deep relaxation, but we didn't do the deep relaxation. I've been teaching yoga for over 20 years, and I say the same thing in that pose. I said deep relaxation, but we didn't do that. We kind of did it in the, no, we didn't do it. I was going to say we kind of did it in the easy pose, but we didn't. So just focus on the breathing. I'll stay quiet. Bring your palms together. Namaste. And that was the first, well actually the second, the first YouTube live yoga session. And actually it's the second one. I erased the last one on accident, which I feel was way better than this one. I'm well aware that I messed up, but it's a trial and error right now. Hopefully I'll get the yoga studio or my garage set with the walls painted, the floor. I guess I'll put carpet on the floor. Pictures should go up. What else? Oh, the lighting needs to be better because I do see my shadow. Well, yeah, there's my shadow. Don't laugh at me. Anyways, but that's yoga. I told myself I'm going to start on June 1st, no matter what happens, no matter if I got everything complete or not, which I didn't. But one thing I did get complete is a yoga session. 2 of them. The first one I already raised. Keep on saying that because it matters to me. So I hope you enjoyed this one. See, I just messed up right there. I hope. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30. I'll get everything down a little bit better. I'll begin a little bit easier. Or see, I just messed up again. I'll begin the session better. When it's live and I teach, it's way easier. But when I'm talking to just a camera, probably nobody's watching this, or will be watching this because this is not live. I thought it was live. It's not live. Somebody's going to watch it, hopefully. And then I will be able to mobile stream once I get 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers. That's what they call it on YouTube. So I'll see you then. I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30. Namaste. And Olivia can cut it.